We head back to the top for Marine Cabirou then.
And she's up at the moment. She's up after split 2 by 1.1.
1.1 seconds. 54.3 kilometers an hour through the speed trap. 2.8 now for Cabirou. Looking good, Nico.
Yeah, she looks really strong. She's had the speed all year. Just a few mistakes in race runs in the first 2 rounds.
On that Canyon Sender bike, 10 to go after this woman on your screen now. Blewitt, Ferguson, Scarsy, Gail Hoffman up next. 2.8 seconds at split 3, Josh. Looking good.
Yeah, big hole on the outside line there, so you've got to watch that outside line carry speed through the pocket into the critical woods here before. She was mentioning yesterday just how much stress it was to go into that Q2, but so relieved to get into the final with a very solid time. She's looking good here at the moment.
And Nico, the dirt looking absolutely perfect through there as we see her go 4.1 seconds faster now, Cabirou.
Yeah, the dirt looks really good. I think the conditions are perfect for racing right now.
There's a lot of racers left at the top of this one, but she's given herself the best chance possible in the bright yellow of Canyon Collective. Marine Cabirou speeds her way to the finish line here in Leogang, crosses it and goes fastest by 4.4 seconds.
She looks really good on track this weekend. She's building confidence. I think we expect a good run from her right now.
Yeah, Rosa Zero going very, very fast as well, but a second back at the third split for Jess Blewitt here currently now.
Oh, navigating those woods there. Look at the intricate details she's got to get through this section. Now, there's not too many lines in here, but they all pretty much feed the same amount of time.
1.2 seconds back at the fourth split. Blewitt down underneath the bridge now, heading towards the finish area. Is she heading towards the hot seat as she found more time in the woods? Blewitt crosses the line. Oh, 0.8 of a second into second place behind Marine Cabirou then. Gracie Hemstreet leaves the start hut in Leogang and goes on hunt for 2 from 2. 1.2 seconds faster at the first split for Gracie Hemstreet. She's back at it again, Nico. 1.8 now at the second split. Where's she find that much time up there? Huge jump for Hemstreet.
So we saw an opposite rhythm. Some of the other girls went around the first wooden kicker, hit the second one. She hit the first one and went around the second one. So let's see how that carries her to the motorway.
Gracie Hemstreet up around 56, 58 kilometers an hour now across the motorway section. Josh, this is looking extremely fast up top. The big jumps and the high speed will not faze this young woman. Well, she won it last week in the woods in Ludenville. Can she get the win out in the open here in Leogang? 1.1 seconds now at the third split. It's looking good, Nico, as she heads into the woods.
Yeah, and she's aggressive on the bike. This is a steep section. I expect this to be pretty exciting.
Here we go, buckle up everyone. Gracie Hemstreet has some steep woods to play with.
Look at the speed coming through here. Riding with a great level of anticipation, launches into the steps. Gracie Hemstreet is firing here.
She just has that flow that makes every racetrack look like her local racetrack. And what do you make of this so far, Nico?
Really nice. She ran a good setup to hit the first inside, and then she carried good speed through the tight right turn.
Exits that nicely. Josh heads towards the next split. 2.7 seconds faster now for Hemstreet.
2.7. She is flying through here. Look at the visible difference in speed. Oh, getting over those roots, charging home. This is a fantastic run from the young Canadian.
Big pull from Gracie Hemstreet. Exits the woods through these awkward flat corners.
Come on, Gracie.
And we'll head out in towards the open now. Hemstreet within earshot off the finish, now within eyeshot. Is she going to make it 2 wins on the bounce? Is she going to win in Leogang? Gracie Hemstreet heads for home and heads towards the hot seat. 3.1 seconds faster than that time of Marine Cabirou. Anna Newkirk leaves the start hut. So, for a bit of context, 2 to go. The fastest qualifying time from yesterday, a 3:28.4. Gracie Hemstreet has just done a 3:21.9. So, this track running extremely fast as the American national champion hits home up top. Yeah, we've seen that from Gracie Hemstreet, who's put down the fastest time here in Leogang so far. Anna Newkirk through this vital route section. Josh, what are we going to say for exit speed here? Tell us what you're seeing.
Yeah, let's have a bit of a look. She's got a backside. She just caught the front end there, but she did get up on the grass. Hopefully it doesn't cost her too much time. It's cost her a little.
By 200ths of a second. Anna Newkirk here is motoring.
If anyone had the strength in this motorway, it was Hemstreet, so Newkirk has to fight here before the second half of this track.
This is where precision is going to come into the mix. 61 kilometres an hour flashed up there across the motorway section from Anna Newkirk. She's a second faster now at the third split. Anna Newkirk, this is starting to look good for the American.
Here we go into the key section.
Into the woods for Anna Newkirk. The track gets much, much steeper. The roots emerge. The trees start to close in.
You can notice on this bike here, Nico, and she gets a bit of huckabuck through the trees, launches into the Michelin steps, carrying some great speed. This is on point here.
She's going to do outside to high inside. Let's see how that pays off.
Hold it. Ready, set, go.
Keeps it moving forward. Really neatly done from Anna Newkirk. That was absolutely superb through there, Nico.
Look at the momentum around the outside. She gets the double out there.
She's 0.4 of a second back though at the fourth split.
We're in for a race. She's got one double to go. She almost clipped the tree then.
Anna Newkirk making the track as wide as she can. Almost ended up in the crash netting, but manages to keep it rubber side down through these flat corners now, off these final drops. One rut to go, and then she's out into the open, but just a finish line jump between her and a real go in the hot seat, which currently belongs to Gracie Hemstreet. Has Anna Newkirk done enough here in Leogang? Crosses the line and goes second by 0.8 of a second. Nico Mullally nods his approval. It has all come down to this. One rider remains at the top, who has won here in the last 2 years, and she's on course now. 126 beats per minute on the Whoop Live in the Star Hut. That will rocket up very, very shortly. Looks good through that top section, Josh.
Yeah, this is solid. Valley Hole's going to have to fight for it today, and if it's anywhere that she can, it is here in Leogang. Look at the commitment in the early sections of this track, anticipating the holes, the bumps, the pumps.
Gracie Hemstreet will become the second in history to do it if the Austrian falters here.
And they have put their best foot forward. Marine, Anna, Gracie have just laid down some incredible runs. Amazing riding from our elite women.
Valentina Höll's name is already up there on a stump. Is it going to be added for the third time? Let's get her through this route section. What's the exit speed going to be like? Valentina Höll onto the motorway now, and she's 0.4 of a second faster. She's found an extra 10th, but just hung that one up slightly, Nico.
She went for the big jump. Sometimes committing to something like that makes you more aggressive on the entrance, but she did tag it just a little bit. So let's see how she carries this.
Wow, speed through there as the flares go off on the motorway for Valentina Höll. 174 beats per minute in zone 4 on the Whoop Live as she floats across the bridge.
We have a battle incoming. This comes down to the wall ride.
This is a huge battle between Valentina Höll and Gracie Hemstreet here in Leogang, the home favourite, looking to overcome the Canadian from Norco Racing Division.
She's going to extend this here.
1 second faster. Nico Mullally calls it right in the booth at the third split. Josh, is that going to be enough?
Where time will tell. 1 second into these lower woods. She's had an exceptional upper half.
Scrubs off a load of speed into the woods just to get that bike straightened up. Valentina Höll now plunges down through the trees in Leogang.
Oh, she's anticipating. This is looking good. Carrying good momentum and bouncing over the holes. Gets the launch into the steps. Goes the outside line to carry some extra speed.
Nico, that was electric through there from Höll.
It was really good. It looks a little more composed than maybe Gracie, but it's hard to tell how fast she's really going with how smooth she's riding.
Inside line on the upper section there. Interesting to see the different lines from our elite women.
Valentina Höll in the red zone now, 180 beats per minute. This is how heavily she's working, but she's 1.2 seconds back on the time of Gracie Hemstreet. Valentina Höll all of a sudden has a whole lot of work to do.
Valley Hole, she has to fight in this lower bit. Gracie Hemstreet has put in an insane middle section. Valley Hole.
Has Hemstreet done enough through there, Nico, for you?
I think so. There's not much in this last section.
Here comes Valentina Höll in. Is it going to be 3 in a row for Valentina Höll, or is it going to be a double for Gracie Hemstreet? Here comes Valentina Höll down to the line in Leogang. second race in a row in 2025. Gracie Hemstreet takes the win for NOCO Race Division. Anna Newkirk is second.